Good morning. It is Monday, September the 30th, and I just hung my towels out to dry. That reminds me of Granny. Of course, Granny had one of those fancy whirligig is what I call them. It was a round, let me go back and get my fish food. It was a round clothes line. You know, it had a big pole in the center and it had the lines all the way around. Anyway, she had a dryer and chose to use that for many years. Come on, Millie, let's go feed the fish. And we kids like to hang on it and swing on it. And of course, she and Papa chased us off every time they saw us doing it. "You're gonna break the clothesline," they'd say. And of course, yeah, that's what was gonna happen. Of course, that thing was still up even after they were gone. I think Bruce took the tractor and took the pipe up after they died. I think he was afraid some of us going to hang ourselves on it, cutting grass or whatever. But, and yes, I could take those to the laundromat until the part gets here. But I'm here all day and we've got the good old sun to dry them. So why would I do that? Besides, I love the way laundry smells on the line. It's just not always practical to do that. But anyway, here fish. There we go. They're getting big. Bella's supposed to come stay a couple of weekends. She's going to be tickled when she sees how big they are. But back to Granny. Granny was Robbie Gertrude Cassidy Andrews. She grew up in Tallahassee. And, come on, Millie Moo. She was one of the smartest people I knew. She could do anything, and I do mean anything. She suffered from schizophrenia, but I think that was made worse by a very tyrannical husband. I love my pawpaw dearly, but he ruled with an iron fist. And thank God he only had boys. I can't imagine having him as a father and being a girl. She never drove. He tried to teach her a couple of times after she got up very old, and she hit a tree or two, and that was that. Of course, he tried to teach her how to drive in a yard full of pine trees, so there was that too. But she was the valedictorian of her class. I was invited to college. Back in those days, you just didn't go to college. But her father didn't allow it. And Granny was born in 1918. March 18th, 1918. And when her father wouldn't allow her to go to college, he put her in the cotton field, and Papa asked her to get married, and of course, she jumped at the chance. And they made a very good life. Papa was a very good provider. They had 4 boys and a slew of grandchildren and great-grandchildren. And they lived a good life. Granny would see in these catalogs back in those days, Gayfers would send a catalog, and she would see a dress that she wanted. And like me, Granny was very hippie and short, well endowed, and she was just fluffy. But anyway, she would see a dress that she wanted. She would order it from Gayfers. She would send them a check. They would send her the dress. She would cut a pattern from that dress, then package it back up and send it to Gayfers and get her money back. And she would make, 6 dresses for what one would cost from Gayfers. So she was a very good seamstress, very smart lady. But yeah, hanging clothes on the line always reminds me of her. Even after she got her dryer, she was just pleased as punch to hang them up on the line. So, anyway, that's my memories for this morning. Have a good Monday.